So you may be wondering, are there certain foods that I can take to help out with constipation? Or you may be looking for a more natural way to help out with your constipation. Well, in this video today, I will give you the top 5 foods I recommend to help out with constipation. Wait till the very end of the video, I'll tell you exactly when you need to go see your doctor about whether you having issues with your constipation. Let's begin. So for those guys who are joining me today, my name is Dr. Samir Salman. Yes, I am a poop doctor. That is my job. I take care of your poop. Wherever your food goes, I go. And my passion is to give you tips and tricks to help out with your gut health. If you're new to these video series, I do a lot of videos on patient education, medical education, gut health. Any point in time during the video, click on the show notes down below. We'll give you a lot more information about what I'm talking about in today's video. Before we begin, guys, I want to make sure you like my page, follow me on all my social media pages, click that like button so you can get more information and more videos, and you also get alerts about when I'm doing a new video. But in today's video, I'll talk to you about the 5 best foods to help out with constipation. If you wait till the very end, I'll tell you exactly when you need to worry about your constipation and when you need to see a doctor. So let's talk about poop, guys. So a lot of people have constipation. It can be due to a lot of different reasons. It's a very common problem to have. For some people, it can be due to less fiber. We know for a fact that if you have less fiber in your diet, it tends to make a lot of gut issues worse, especially constipation. Also, water makes a huge difference when it comes to constipation. If you're dehydrated, if you don't drink enough water, you don't have enough water going through your colon, and it makes it a lot more difficult to have an effective bowel movement. But sometimes you may have an underlying gastrointestinal disease like IBS or irritable bowel syndrome. Some people may have a problem with the rectum called pelvic floor dysfunction. And some people may have slow transit constipation as well. There may be a lot of different reasons, and there could be an underlying gut problem that could be causing a lot of your gut issues that you have. But there are certain foods that I recommend that for a lot of my patients who are looking for a more natural approach to help out with the constipation can really get down to the bottom of it, to helping out with their constipation. And these are the 5 foods I'm going to recommend to hopefully allow you to have more effective bowel movements. The first one are prunes. Now, prunes have been used for a long time. You may have heard of maybe somebody using prune juice to help you with your bowel movements or to help out with constipation. Guess what, guys? Prunes actually work. They actually do their job. The thing about prunes is that it contains a couple different things. Number one is that it contains fiber, and a very effective natural form of fiber to help you allow you to have a more effective bowel movement. But also, prunes have sugar inside them as well, which tends to stimulate the colon to allow you to have more effective bowel movement. So if you're looking for a natural way to help out with your constipation, try prunes. I typically recommend using the prunes, the actual fruit itself, but if you want to try prune juice instead, either one will be perfectly fine. But this is a very effective, natural way to help out with your constipation. Now, keep in mind though, whenever you do want to use prunes, sometimes some people can get some bloating as a side effect. Just keep that in mind as well. Kiwi fruits. Kiwi is a very effective, natural, effective option for constipation. Kiwi also contains fiber. Are you guys hearing a common theme around here? But kiwi, the fiber in kiwi allows you to have more effective bowel movements and help out with constipation as well. So if you enjoy kiwi, if you want to try introducing kiwi into your diet, this may be an effective natural approach to help out with constipation. Typically, when we look at the clinical trials, 2 kiwi fruit per day for about 4 weeks does give you more spontaneous bowel movements. I know it's a very weird thing I just said, but if you want to have a more effective bowel movement, try taking 2 kiwi fruits per day. And what kiwi fruit does, when you look at the studies, it actually decreases the risk for you need to have a laxative, and also contains particular enzymes in that fruit itself to allow you to have more effective bowel movements. If you're having problems with constipation, try introducing kiwi into your diet. The third thing are apples. A very simple thing. Apples. An apple a day can keep the poop doctor away. That's me, guys. So if you want to try introduce apples in your diet, once again, apples contain fiber, and the fiber in apples tends to make you have more effective bowel movements and to allow your colon to get stimulated and to contract a lot more. So keep in mind, apple is a very effective option as well. And there are certain enzymes in apples that allow you to soften the stool and actually feed the bacteria inside the gut to allow you to have more effective bowel movements. Pears, on the opposite corn. Pears is also an option. So if you don't like apples, try using pears. Pears, once again, has, what is it? Fiber. Fiber is a very effective option with your bowel movements as well. And so if you want to try introducing pears, pears is another option you can do, especially if you don't like fibers, or if you want to try the combination of both apples and pears. See if that will have you have a more natural bowel movement. And pears also have high fructose and sorbitol. And these are particular sugars that makes it more effective for your colon to have a bowel movement, increase the contraction, increases the water, and allows you to have a natural approach to actually have a bowel movement, especially if you're constipated. Figs. Figs have been used all across the world to helpfully help out with bowel movements. And once again, this is a natural approach that you want to take. Figs, once again, contain fiber, which is a very effective natural approach to allow you to have a bowel movement. One medium-sized fig contains about 2 grams of fiber, and that fiber really allows you to have a good, effective, and spontaneous bowel movement. So try taking half a cup of figs, add this to maybe cereal, add this to a salad, maybe have this on your own, and see if you can have an effective bowel movement by just reintroducing figs. So now that we talked about some of the things that help out with the constipation, a lot of questions people ask me is, hey, Dr. Islam, when do I need to worry about constipation? When is something that I need to actually see a doctor about? And today, right now, I'll talk to you about the 5 things you have to worry about. Number 1, you have blood in your stool. I cannot stress this enough. Blood in the stool is never a normal finding to have. If you have blood in your stool, find a healthcare provider to see whether you need to get something done about it. There are a lot of different reasons to have blood in your stool. When you're constipated, obviously one of the more common reasons is hemorrhoids, but don't assume that blood is hemorrhoids. So if you're constipated, you're having bleeding, see a doctor about that. The second thing is that if you have a new onset of constipation after the age of 50 years old. Now, if you had constipation for your whole life, that typically is not going to be something worrisome. But if you're over 50, you've not had a recent colonoscopy, and you're having a new onset constipation, make sure you see somebody about that, because that could mean there's something blocking the colon and preventing you from having a bowel movement. If you have a family history of colon cancer, especially if it's a first-degree relative, whether it's a mom, dad, brother, or sister, or multiple second-degree relatives, this is something to not blow off. If you have that and you're having constipation, make sure you see your healthcare provider about whether you need to see somebody about investigating what's going on. The fourth thing is that if you have significant abdominal pain, this pain is really bad, it doubles you over, it really hurts your gut. If you're having this, in addition to having constipation, that could be a sign of something else going on, some underlying GI disease that we can't just blow off to saying this is just constipation. Make sure you see your healthcare provider about that. And then lastly, weight loss, especially if it's unintentional weight loss. This is not normal. Make sure you speak to your healthcare provider about that. But these are the 5 things that you need to worry about. If you have any of these 5 things, make sure you speak to your healthcare provider about whether you need to get further investigation to see exactly what is going on. But so in summary, increasing fiber. Out of all the things I talked about, fiber is probably the number 1 thing that you can do to help out with constipation. All the 5 foods that I talked about have that one thing in common: they have fiber. And so try to see if you can introduce that. Make sure you drink plenty of water as well, because water really plays a significant role in allowing things to pass through a lot easier in your gut. And keep in mind that water also, the combination of fiber, is a double whammy to help out with some of the constipation issues that you're having. And by doing these things, by introducing these changes in your diet, you can really have more effective bowel movements. And keep in mind, exercise is also an additional component as well. My question for you guys: have you guys experienced constipation? What have you done to help that out? What natural approaches have worked? what dietary things have worked. Comment down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Let me know what tricks you guys have used to help out with constipation. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. Every Tuesday I do my Facebook Live, and every Thursday I do my Poop Tip Thursday. Please make sure to follow me on all my social media pages, like this video, and also make sure to follow me on my videos as well. Hope you guys have a great day. If you're having constipation, you know who to come to. But I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks and take care. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you want more information on how to deal with constipation, don't forget to click here. If you want more information about my videos, don't forget to click here. Fiber constipation. Fiber and constipation. We can do this. We can get your colon moving. We can get things out of your bottom. I do a lot of pointing, don't I?